Yo guys, what's going on? TT here, coming at you with a bit of a different video. Now, first off guys, I would like to note that this is something that was requested by a few different people. I mean, I am still kind of on a hiatus right now. I'll be covering that in a vlog. Soon I'll talk about a little bit at the end of this as well. But I've gotten some messages lately. Apparently there's some big Pokemon community controversy on hacking and ginning and all that stuff and blah 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 blah. A couple people wanted me to put my notes on this. I don't know how many people care, don't know how many people want, but I'm going to do it anyway, just I guess to humor some people. Now, how I feel about this. Personally with me, I don't really do any hacking. I do a little stuff here and there. I'm going to say this up front, straight up, face to face here. Cloning, I will do. I don't hack my shiny charms. I don't hack Pokemon that I would ever battle with, etc., etc. I don't really do that stuff because I kind of prefer playing the game as intended, and I get more gameplay out of it. I enjoy it a little bit more. Also, there is the factor that Game Freak tends to patch it off and on. Like in between each gens, they will patch certain things about the game, which renders a lot of the stuff unusable. They've done. I'll cover that in the future, but that's neither here nor there. So, but as far as items or money, I used to do that in the older games. The newer games, I don't do it anymore. Like, I did it back in Platinum because you couldn't really. I did a lot of Raider in that game, and I kept having to go back to Elite Four, do it now. I don't do it anymore in that game though. But I still do have all the Pokeballs left over from that, this, that, and the other. That stuff will run out, and then I won't be doing it again on that game, just because I don't see a point, and I don't know. It makes me go through the Elite Four and kind of experience things again. Brings back nostalgia. In that sense, I don't really see it as much of a problem because it's just kind of saving time. I also don't see it as an issue when people are going to be doing like the NPL, the GBA, etc., etc. The weekly tournaments that you need time to plan for. You've got your real life, you got your job, you got college, you got all this kind of stuff. You do not have time to continuously breed and breed and breed. And a lot of the time when the season's done, a lot of those people will just go ahead and breed it. And that is perfectly up to them because they know that is hacked. Which leads me into my next part where I think it is not okay. And I might get some flack for this. This is not me going out on anyone. I do not believe in giving out hacked Pokemon to people that do not know they are hacked. This thing with me stems back. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a history on this. History lesson with TT. Back in Gen 4, there was a huge controversy on this because there was what we called a black trainer card. Black trainer card, to do that you had to do, I think, 8 different things. One of those, you had to get a 100 win streak in the Battle Tower, which was extremely difficult back then. There's also a bunch of this and that, but it was a whole controversy. You can actually look it up. There's probably some stuff laying around the internet a little bit still. I don't know how much. It'd be hard to find, but you could probably find some of someone just yelling at someone else. But I'm not here to do that. The secondary part on that is just like that was a big tying into the end of that. It was a big accomplishment, and it meant a lot when you did it. And a lot of people would hack it so their HP wouldn't hit 0, HP wouldn't hit 0, and just get the 100 wins in a row that way. Which would obviously piss off all these people that actually did that. Now the next part is the part I talked on stream, where I actually had a friend who lost a family member. Way back when, a long time ago. Like, this whole thing was a long time ago. And his girlfriend, who is now, I believe, his wife, at the time, he was really deeply into Pokemon, and she took the time out of her day to actually go and get him his favorite Pokemon, shiny, well done, and all that stuff, and she did it on a trade for him. Now, I've talked about this on stream, so a lot of people have already heard this. She didn't know it was hacked. Maybe the person thought that they were doing something nice by doing it, but she didn't know. He cherished that Pokemon. He loved it. Because it tied in with... Like, it meant a lot because she got it for him. She went out of her way, did this, got his favorite Pokemon, yada yada yada, and turned out to be hacked. And Game Freak has a habit of, like I said, patching in between games. Generally generations. Roughly that's it. They patched it once in between Ruby and Sapphire going into Gen 4. I can't remember if they did Gen 4 to Gen 5. No. Gen 4 to Gen 5 I don't think they did. Gen 5 to Gen 6 they did. Because you couldn't use the Poke Transporter to transport hacked Pokemon and certain other things. It was something like that. Certain ones you could, but others you couldn't. And his couldn't be transferred up. And, well, he and I were in the same room when he was doing that, and I watched him break down crying. So, he thought he had gotten an amazing Pokemon, and he ended up not being able to use it. And ever since then, I've been a lot more against hacking. But once again, when it's a league where you don't have time to do it, I can understand that. But I really despise it when people give out hacked Pokemon to people that don't know they're hacked. Like, it's a double-edged sword because a lot of people are doing it to make people happy. And I think that's great, but the trade forum portion in particular is one of the things that really pisses me off, because people stay away from trade forums, by the way, guys. Most Pokemon on there, like a lot of Pokemon on there, there's a lot of hackers that'll go on there and trade their hacked Pokemon for your legitimate Pokemon and scam you. And I can't stand that at all. I used to really hate the whole wonder trading gen Pokemon thing. I used to really despise that. I'm a little bit more okay because a lot of people know that they're going to get hacked Pokemon on wonder trade for the most part. I'm also okay with having a 6IV other country Ditto. I do that myself. I will say, yes, that I have one because it speeds up the process. And it saves me about 30 minutes to an hour, because getting a 6IV to start breeding for shininess after that takes time. It takes a lot of time. And I'm still getting the same result. Now in the future, do I plan to maybe try for a 6IV Ditto? Maybe. I don't know. Don't really know if I ever will. Can't say. Let me check my notes. But, it's just something like that. And my stance on others who do it and do like all this stuff, I say it's up to them. Their game is their game. If they want to make the game easier, if they want to kill a little of the playability on it, if they want to make it more fun for them that way, it is their game. They paid for it. They spent $40 on that game for them. Bottom line. It's just like, you paid for that painting, you put it in your house. If someone comes into your house and says, I don't like where you put that painting, is it your house? Did they pay for your house? Did they pay for the... No, they didn't. It's fine to have a moral compass, but at the end of the day, it's what makes them happy. And people are allowed to be happy. They are. Do I like hacking myself? No. Do I mean, to an extent, yeah, hacking's great because it'll save time on stuff that would have, like, it saves 30 minutes here, hour there. In some ways, I should change it. In some ways, yes. Other ways, no. And when it's to the point of doing something illegal, with it, my answer is hell no. Like if you put freaking, if you change types of the Pokemon, that's, unless you're doing it for a randomizer, it's stupid. But I'm not trying to argue with anyone on this. I was asked to make this video, and that's why I'm doing it. I haven't been in the Pokemon community as much a little bit lately, but that's just because I've had time, and I do have a vlog coming up on that. I have great news about streaming and all that stuff, but it's going to be coming soon. Soon to theaters. So, that's my thoughts on this, guys. Take it as you will. Take it with a grain of salt. I'm entitled to my opinion. Johnny's entitled to his opinion. Gertrude's entitled to her opinion. And if you are going to tell them they are not entitled to your opinion, their opinion, then you're not entitled to telling them that you're not entitled to your opinion, telling them they're not entitled to theirs. You see how that works? You take away their opinion, then you don't deserve an opinion either. Isn't that cute? Your logic. It worked out quite well there, didn't it? But all jokes aside there, guys, be nice to one another. I don't see why this is an issue. As long as the person knows it's hacked, there's not an issue to be had. As long as you're not breaking rules in a tournament, there's not a problem. The person knows it's hacked. Person knows it's probably not going to be usable in an upcoming game. They know this. They have the knowledge and they're using it. What's your problem? And the final thing is Game Freak. Shout out to the boys at Game Freak. Action replays exist. They've existed for a while. And they still exist currently. With Pokemon installed. People didn't put it in there. You buy it with the Pokemon game put in. And Game Freak knows it's there. And the company's still around. That's something I only thought of recently, so keep in mind that. Didn't think about that, did ya? But guys, do me a favor. Stay lucky. I love you guys. Just do me a favor and love one another too. This is recorded with a phone, as the last couple have, because I don't have internet right now. I will soon though. Very, very, very soon actually. Which will be coming up in the vlog. Love you very much. Do me a favor, guys. Stay lucky. Feel free to share this video around. I will not be arguing with you. This is my opinion. I'm entitled to it. I am ready to see the flack from it as well. I'm just not going to be arguing back, because this already said everything I need to in this video, I feel. So, drop a like, drop a dislike, punch yourself in the face, try and punch your computer to punch me in the face. I don't really care. Have a good one. Love you guys very much. And I miss you guys a ton. I really, really do. Bye.